Welcome to the arcade, everybody. We're back in Farming Sim 25, and I'm calling it a zero to hero gameplay. Or, stop. That turned snowflake, wrong person. Um, series. It's not exactly because we didn't start with zero. We started with 100,000. Um, but I am calling it the zero to hero. So, I don't know how far we're going to get into the series. I don't know how much we're going to do in the series. I don't know what we're going to end up doing in the series. But hey, we're going to play the series anyway. So yeah, I've been doing a lot of contracts. We're up to 141,000. I need roughly 350,000 to buy the farm that I'm looking to purchase. As I said, rules are that we have to purchase a farm before we can purchase fields. So that's what we're going to work on. Getting a farm, then getting some fields. I figured I'd bring you guys back in for a contract here and there. I do keep working on the contracts on my own, but Come on, give me the line, give me the line, give me the line. There we go. Doing stoning is the worst stuff. This is the second field that I've stoned, and it's like, eh. But I mean, what's kind of cool is looking at the different equipment. I mean, doing these different jobs, you get to see different equipment and everything. It's really not that bad. It's no different if you were working your own fields, The only difference is when you work your own fields, you're getting the money for it. Once I get my own fields, I will stop doing contracts, but we're going to be doing contracts for quite a while. As you can see, we're still in August. I do not fast forward time. It stays on 1 the entire time. So I will even be doing contracts through the night. I mean, when it gets dark, I'll start doing more contracts. I don't mind. They are adding more and more mods to Mod Hub, which I like to see. However, they haven't really put anything on there that I'm interested in yet. I also got to watch because this is a zero to hero challenge. I can't put quality of life mods in, but we'll see what happens with that. One of the mods I do want, if they bring it to Farming Sim 25, because I don't even know if they're going to, is courseplay. I love courseplay. Question is that considered a quality of life mod? Could go either way. It depends on how you look at it. Yes, it makes it easier, but yet at the same time, is it a quality of life mod? Because it's something that you can get on tractors today. I've actually seen, now they don't call it courseplay, but I have seen tractors today be able to plan out their entire route around a field. You pretty much hit a go button and tractor does all the work. You're just riding along at that point in time. Normally I sit here and watch YouTube videos while doing this, but being as I'm making YouTube video, I can't exactly watch YouTube videos. So yeah, those are the plans for this series, is to just keep working contracts until I can afford a farm. Maybe once I get a farm, I'll get like a greenhouse or something put on the farm and try to do that. And my plan for the farm eventually is to make my money doing rice. That is the ultimate plan, is to do rice. Now these fields do take a while. I'm telling you, the stone fields aren't near as bad as doing like the beet crops or the root crops. Yeah, beet crops. Yeah. No, the root crops. The root crops are like really horrible. For the root crops, I may not make you guys watch it all. I might get it started, talk a little bit, cut it, bring you back for the finish. I know some people enjoy watching the fields being done, some people do not. Honestly, I prefer. Well, I don't really care either way. I prefer live streaming games like this, to be honest, because then I can talk to you guys while doing it. We can all have an interaction. This is a pretty decent sized field too. Now the other thing I have to decide is I've heard there's a rumor that there's collectibles around this map. Now I don't know what they look like, I don't know what they are. If I come across a collectible, I will collect it. But I'm not going to go looking for them. But like I said, I don't know what the ones here on this map look like. So I'm not sure whether or not I'll even find any, to be honest, because I have no idea what I'm looking for. I may have already ran across a couple and never even known it. That is how unsure of what it is that I'm looking for on this map. I know on the Hutan Pantai map, you're looking for little golden orbs. You'll see when I stream. Hopefully I'll start streaming next week. The multiplayer map. We are already playing on the multiplayer map. We've already got a farm. We've got a field. You know what? I want to come forward just a little bit more. Make sure I got that part right there. That one there has like golden orbs. They're a lot easier to spot, especially at night. Yeah, we've actually collected a couple of those, but see, I'm doing a different gameplay on that one. We actually had starting money. We started with the starter farm. So we've already got starting equipment. We've got our first field. We are still doing contracts though on that map. Like I said, hopefully next week I'll start streaming that one. At least that is the plan, to stream this, to stream the multiplayer map on Tuesdays. A nice water tower up there. Riverbend Springs. Looks like there's a ferry boat or something over there. It might be a houseboat. Might have to check that out when we're done farming, or when we're done on this field. Oh shoot. I just realized I'm full. So yeah, we're going to be emptying out several times on this map. Now the headland's done. The headlands always seem to take the longest. Now it's just a matter of going up, down, up, down, up, down, the whole way across the field. I'm hoping the devs are working on the flickering. I apologize for the flickering. There's nothing. There's absolutely nothing I can do about it. I've tried and tried and tried. No matter what settings I do, unless I go all the way down to completely low graphics, it still does it. I've heard a lot of people complaining about it. So I'm hoping that the devs are listening to those people complain. And actually taking the complaint seriously. Because you know how some of these developers are, they don't take the fan base seriously. But you know, it is what it is. A lot of people are still debating on whether or not this game's worth it. In my opinion, I love farming. In Farming Sim 22, the multiplayer didn't work. For me, anyway. I had a lot of issues with the multiplayer. And when I contacted Giants about it, they just pretty much gave me a runaround and gave me fixes for the Xbox. Yeah, I'm not playing on Xbox, I'm playing on PC. Because apparently the issues that I was having in multiplayer, well, people on Xbox were also having. But I can't use an Xbox fix on the computer because I'm not on a console. And what they needed me to download and everything was for console, and I'm like, yeah, that's not working. So at least Farming Sim 25 multiplayer seems to be working pretty good. We have had some issues with contracts sticking. Apparently, it is a known bug. It is something that you can fix on your own. Well, it's something you can fix on your own if you have the knowledge to do it. One of the guys that we play with, he's been fixing the stuff in the back end of the server as shit breaks. As far as recommendations go, if you have Farming Sim 22, I mean, I guess it all depends on if you want to download mods or not. If you don't want to download mods, then yes, go ahead and get Farming Sim 25 because it's basically Farming Sim 22 with mods. I've said it before. Now we will see what happens later on down the road. As they start bringing out more DLCs and everything, so... This video might run a little long because this field is taking forever. We're only at 47%. The video is already at 17 minutes. But that's okay. This is the farming life, you know. I like doing the I like doing the contracts just because you get to see more, you get to do more. I get to drive different tractors, I get to drive different equipment, I get to do different things, you know. Would I like it to be on my own farm? I kind of like to look at that farm over there. I might have to check that farm out then. Anyway. Got distracted. So yeah, this is the farming life. Set it up, run a row. I should have ran my rows the other way. That way I could have done a steady 9 all the whole time. Notice going uphill we're getting about 7, going downhill we're getting about 9, 10. If I would have ran the other way, we wouldn't have been going up and downhill. Then we would have had one steady speed the whole time. That's alright. Still haven't decided whether I'm doing animals or not. Rice is a big one that I'm going to do on this map. Even though, you don't normally see rice fields in America. I still want to play with the rice. I do know on the multiplayer map, we are going to be getting into animals, animal husbandry and stuff. Don't know if I'm going to touch animals. I mean, I might touch chickens. If I do animals, it'll probably just be chickens. I know in Farming Sim 22, I did cows. I was doing all kinds of animals. I was doing cows and pigs. We had a slaughterhouse going. was actually kind of cool, but it was a lot of work. Oh, was that ever a lot of work? And what made it even more work is the fact that the game was broken half the time for me, so... Oh, we're at 56% now. Just cruising along, rocking and rolling. No pun intended. I'm actually kind of disappointed in the YouTube world. I found out that some of my favorite YouTubers were doing series, and they cheat. They cheat in money. They cheat in stuff, and I don't know, man. I mean, I know YouTube is all about the production and everything else, but man, really, to cheat, you're not just cheating yourself, you're cheating your viewers as well. If you say you're doing a zero to hero playthrough, you know, and then come to find out that you didn't want to take some time to play the game, you know, so you cheated in money. The other thing is, and I'm not going to call anybody out, if I found out that a lot of people who are doing these best prop videos are lying to you. They're looking in the XML file and getting their numbers from the XML file and not actually doing the true testing. There was another YouTuber that I watched that caught him doing it. And it's like, really? Really? You're not going to take the time to give the people the information that they actually need, or the actual information that they're looking for. You know, it's misleading. Whoop. Full again. Whoops. Go ahead and unload this quick. News article just came up that I want to read later, so I'll go ahead and save that for later on my cell phone. Always try to stay up with current events and what's going on, you know. Especially since doing big fields like this, you definitely have time to. I don't know if I'm gonna have to unload one more time or not. I might be able to finish this field without unloading again. It'll be tight, but we'll see. I mean, I will admit, the game is very pretty, but yet I mean, it's also cool seeing how alive they're starting to bring it. Like, I know I've seen barges going up and down the river. There's a ferry crossing somewhere. Well, I heard about it. I haven't actually seen the ferry crossing. Um, People walking around in the towns. The AI when you're on the roads is actually smarter than it was in Farming Sim 22. The cars will actually pass you now, which is one of the biggest things before that they just wouldn't pass you, and it was annoying. It's like you get a nice big backlog of traffic because nobody will pass you. So it's nice to see that they're starting to put a little bit more time into the AI. I forget how much this contract pays. I think this contract actually pays about $8,000. I think, if I remember correctly. So it's a decent contract. Even though it's a slow contract, it is a decent contract. Lots of field stones, but I mean, was this plowed? I'm not even sure it was plowed. I think it was cultivated. Might have been plowed. Not 100% sure. I know certain things give you field stones and other things don't. I think, if I remember correctly, cultivators give you small field stones. I mean, I don't actually have my own fields to work right now. So I'm kind of learning as I go right now. The fields we're doing in multiplayer, I haven't got no chance to work yet. Everybody else has been working on mine, I have not. I've just been doing contracts while they've been working the field, because it's only one field. There's no point in 3 people working one field. Alright, we're 76% done. Getting there. I believe the longest part of it, is that a deer over there? I didn't know they put a deer in. Yeah, that is a deer. Pretty sure they had that in Farming Sim 22 as well. You know what I might? You know what? I might do horses. I might do horses in this one if I do animals. Why do I have a feeling that one strip there is going to end up screwing me over? I'm going to leave it and see if it does. It might not. I'm not sure. It just seems like it's going to. Now it's just a matter of getting these last couple rows done. I do like how they made the sounds realistic. You can actually hear the stones going into the stone picker. Look at it from an inside view. I don't know what that thing is. Does anybody know what that is? Oh! That is the GPS guidance system. I'm pretty sure. Yes, it is. So they even modeled the GPS guidance system inside the tractors, so it makes it more realistic. That's kind of nice, actually. What do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 more rows to go. We're getting there. We're getting there. What I'm wondering is, am I going to have to empty one more time before the field is done? I'm hoping not. I'm at 76% right now. 88% of the field is done. That is the game we're playing right now, is will it all fit? Yes, I know. My contract on field 87 is 90% complete. Thank you for letting me know again. Even though I can see it right above where you have that notification at. I do know why they had that up there. That is for multiplayer, so you can see where contracts are at. When you got a bunch of people doing contracts, you know, it's just nice to see where they're at, how everybody's doing on their fields. And never ever do a carrot contract. Just warning you all that now. Never do a carrot contract. Free to go. And I'm gonna have to dump one time. There is no way I'm fitting all 3 of these rows in this thing. Oh, that sucks. I don't even know if I'm going to fit the rest of this row in it. Nope, I'm not. Okay. I didn't think so, but you know. For those of you that are wondering, I do play keyboard and mouse. I do not have a controller. I do not have a controller hooked up, I should say. No steering wheel or anything else. I could hook up a steering wheel. I do have a steering wheel that I could hook up. Maybe eventually I'll hook one up. I don't know. I don't mind doing keyboard and mouse. A lot of people are like, oh, how can you play every game keyboard and mouse? You know, that's kind of what computers are for. I do most of my driving games well, now I do have a controller hooked up as well. I just don't use it that often. Like when I play Monster Hunter World, a lot of people are like, "Oh, keyboard or controller is so much easier," and I'm like, "Yeah, yes and no." Keyboard and mouse, if set up properly, will be more responsive in every single way. And there we go, contract finish. All right, so let's see here. I'm gonna go ahead and finish off the contract, and I'm gonna walk back up because there's some things I want to do down here. So there you go, 6,587 total for that one. Collect it, and poof, the field is done, just like that. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you for watching. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. And we will see you all in the next one. Have a great day, everybody.